Haha! Another video. I don't think this is a very impromptu video, so we'll see what happens. This is my buddy Chris. Say hi.
Hi.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We are flushing the brake lines, and I'll show you why. Here, let me get this off. If you can see in there, that's pretty black. And brake fluid's not supposed to be black. So my brake is very squishy. It has been since I bought it. I knew that when I purchased it. It also needs new rotors and pads, which I have. I learned that from a 77-point inspection. But we're gonna start with a flush and see if that helps it, because it will also help bleed air out of the lines if there happens to be some in there. So I recruited Chris. He also helped me move the last of my crap out of the apartment today, which was awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.
He's a good guy. Keep an eye on him. He might be a big deal in the future. Who knows?
Who knows?
Spoilers. If you've never done a brake fluid job, you have to bleed every single tire, and you need a person to press the brake down for you. There are ways to do it by yourself, but this is more fun. It's the afternoon on a Saturday. We're having some Crown Royal. Why not do some brake lines? Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get as much of this gucky crap out of the master cylinder as I can, because what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be putting clean brake fluid in. Don't move, hang on. If I was a more prepared man, this wouldn't be happening. That's what we're gonna be putting in it. Fresh stuff. And since we're doing a flush, we want the least amount of this crappy stuff running through the lines as we can. So, let's see how actually black this is. Good old oh my goodness, yeah. You can kind of see, oh, it's a little golden, but there's black in there for sure.
Swamp water.
Yeah. I have a feeling this is causing a lot of my problems. I was saying to Chris earlier, whoever owned this before me did absolutely no maintenance. I did an oil change, the oil was black. We're looking at the brake lines, the brake fluid is black. And the dealership, it's funny, look at this. This is the reservoir for the coolant. Before I bought it, the coolant was up to here, at where the tip of my finger is. And it was spilling out all over because somebody didn't read that this says fill line, and it's only supposed to go to there. So I had to siphon that out too. It's all part of having a used vehicle. So I'm gonna siphon this out of here, get as much out as we can. I'm not gonna get it bone dry because you still want some in there. And yeah, then we will start bleeding the brakes. Okay, so got the master cylinder empty, filled the master cylinder up with the new bottle, basically used the whole bottle, and since we're going to be bleeding all the brakes, we're gonna need more brake fluid. So it sucks because it's like 20 bucks a bottle, but we're on our way to Canadian Tire to get another bottle of that. So, like I've been saying, nothing ever goes according to plan. We got the brake fluid, where is he? There he is. We got the brake fluid, now we're gonna do it, so we're just gonna set it up and you can watch us change brake fluid. Cause that's good entertainment right there. Okay, you can go get in the driver's seat. Okay. Yikes. You know which one's the brake, right?
Big black one.
Uh-oh.
Never what you want to hear.
No. They're fucking rusted. I gotta hit them with penetrating oil. Hang on. Automobile stuff on the ground. Ouch. Ooh, I love that smell. I've got no room to work here. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. I can't get leverage with this tiny little wrench. I'm gonna have to let that penetrating oil sit for a second. That being said, I'm gonna hit all of the other ones with penetrating oil now. Chris has got the easy job. He just has to sit in there and watch YouTube till I'm ready. Your foot's not on the brake, right?
Right.
Okay. So, I don't know if you can see that. I had to take the actual valve out. It's all rusted right there. These brakes were never done, so now I gotta use a wire brush to clean them up. Okay, press. Fuck, let go. Okay, press. go. Cheers. That was bullshit. I don't even care. All right, so this is the same day as the day, that sounds so weird. I just finished doing the undercoating on the inside of the van, same day. And now I can't do anything inside because it's airing out, right? Just sort of finished doing it. There she is. Can't see much, she's very dark inside now. Oh, I hope this turns out. I'm so excited for this. Let's leave that ajar a little bit because she stinks. I'm pretty sure it might be a little high on paint fumes. So I figure since I can't do anything more inside the van, I'm going to do a little bit of stuff outside. And we're going to start with mounting the hitch that that Mike and I got from Pick and Pull. Now, ideally, a second set of hands would be good for this, but I'm impatient and I don't want to wait for somebody. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to prop one end up on this jack stand and then work on that end and then come over here and zip this end up. Should work pretty well. It's really windy today. Let's get back inside. Well, that's how you can tell it's also the same day that I painted. How that got in under my mask is beyond me. But anyways, it's really windy outside, so we're just gonna set this up and time lapse it and get that hitch installed. Okay, so apparently this metal has shrunk by about, a millimeter, and this last bolt, where is it? Oh, but yeah, this guy. Just can't quite get the bolt through because it's not lined up, but everything else is super solid. So in true my grandfather fashion, we're just going to jerry rig this ourselves and not worry about it too much. The towing capacity for the 2500, I don't know. Off the cuff of what I remember, I think it's about 10,000 pounds or something. I will never be towing anything like that, so we good. I think it looks pretty good. Not so bad. That black asphalt was a huge mistake. Not a mistake in the sense that it's gonna cause me any sort of grief, but it rubs off. It's not great for something that I was touching that much. So if you're gonna do this, I don't recommend using that undercoating on it. Maybe paint, actual like Rust-Oleum paint would have been a better choice. But either way, whatever. It's on there now, it'll do what I would need to. And what I'm gonna do about that, about that hole that I couldn't get the bolt through, I'm gonna drill it out and put the bolt actually, and I'm sure it would be fine. I had the hitch in here and I was actually standing on it. Granted, I'm only like, what, 230, 240? What I'll be pulling is under 2,000 pounds, so I'm sure it would be fine, but for peace of mind, we'll drill it out a little bit and get that bolt in there proper. But yeah, guys, all things considered, that looks really good on my van. Hell yeah, my house can tow things. Oh, good morning. Or almost afternoon. I slept in till about 10 o'clock this morning. I haven't done that in years. Not because I don't want to, but because I haven't been able to. Whatever schedule I was on, no matter what time I went to bed, my body was always like, 6 a.m., time to get up. So, feeling a little behind today. Not that I had a real plan or anything like that. It's day 2 of letting the interior dry with this undercoating inside it. Still smells funky. I didn't think it's gonna smell like that for a while. But yeah, we'll open up the doors, get her aired out. Yeah, that's so crazy. I mean, I think that's a good thing that I was able to sleep, my body let me sleep that long. I mean, it clearly needed it. You always hear that, you know, if you sleep in, I wanna make sure I'm not getting paint on my butt. Okay, that's pretty dry. Maybe I'll sit on the step just to be safe. You always hear that, oh, depending on how long you sleep, you clearly needed it. You know, it's your body telling you that you needed it. And I think I did. I was feeling quite tired yesterday, and we didn't do a lot. Just the paint chips on the roof, really, more than anything. I guess I have had good sleeps like that in the last few years, but that's usually with a night of excessive drinking, and there wasn't any of that last night. So, very interesting. I feel like my body is maybe course correcting itself from the BS I've been living with in my life. But anyway, for today, I think I'm just gonna tag this on to a odds and ends video because there's not much we're going to do. This is sort of the, I guess maybe a little bit of OCD in me coming out. I also started this yesterday. There was another paint. It was chipped right down to the metal here. So this is primed. That needs to be hit with the actual white paint. And what I would like to get done today, I guess, which will just immobilize the van for another day, but that's okay. I don't have anywhere to really go right now, is last night I started prepping this underneath the door here. This was all really badly rusted. You can still see some there. It's still not pretty. Again, to speak to what I said at the end of the painting the roof video, I'm not too concerned with things being absolutely beautiful. This is preventative. I hit this now with a little bit of primer and some white paint. That will delay the inevitable sort of rust damage that's happening around the door there. There's also a little bit of rust on the bottoms of these doors that we may get to because they look pretty bad. Again, you don't really see it, but I know it's there. And if I have time, these nasty rust stains that were left over from the metal roof racks that were up here, there is 3 of them, right? I was doing a little research online and I found that car polish might be the best way to do it. I'm gonna have to clean this off because it's quite dirty. And just wanna, this isn't actual rust, it's just rust stain as far as I know. So if I'm able to get that off, I'll let you know what method I used. So yeah, pretty simple day. Might not be able to get to it all because we wasted like 4 hours. Well, we didn't waste it. It was a good sleep. So yeah, let's get that door primed up. Okay, so that's super interesting. I was just cleaning up the roof surface here in preparation to walk over to Canadian Tire to get some of that, to get some polish to clean the rust off. I used that Fantastic on a shop towel. This, I don't know if you can see it yet. There's rust all here. Like, let's see if it's still, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but it's coming off with Fantastic. Which is good, because if I run out of Fantastic, it's way cheaper than the car polish. I'm gonna test this patch here. Let's, here, hang on. All right, so we're gonna see how well this works. The gray stuff is just dirt and filth, and that's the rust stain. Let me get another. Fantastic, Fantastic. Fantastico. Ugh, I don't wanna step on my floor. Dude, what? That's awesome, because again, speaking to what I said yesterday about how you can get caught up with stuff on the internet, you know, obviously I Googled how to remove rust stains from car paint, and there's lots of helpful things on there. A lot of people, you know, some people say WD-40. There's this whole video that had like multiple different brands of car polish that worked in the video, but nobody recommended Fantastic. So Fantastic, you should probably sponsor me because I just discovered this. Nobody can make that claim anymore. I bet if I had delved a little deeper, there would have been a video mentioning it, but that's awesome. So this is what we're gonna do right now because that's cheap. maybe I spoke too soon. Well, I mean, not really. I think maybe we just found some really stubborn sections. Like this is taking some real hard elbow grease to get out. Maybe a Scotch-Brite pad might work a little bit better. I'm gonna see if I have one, but I'm still thoroughly impressed that the Fantastic is doing as much as it has been doing. So let's hope it keeps up with the other two sections. Oh, I hate rust. Dang it. Another thing I just realized being up here. I clearly haven't been up here that much. Maybe this is another trip to pick and pull sort of day because the brake light has a crack in it. Well, the brake light housing. And the top trim here, which is actually quite a large piece, it goes from that side all the way to this side. Like, look at this. Dang it. That's just asking for trouble, so. Better turn that off before we get a strike. So, on the way to pick and pull. Couldn't stop myself. Just wanted to clean the rust up today. And then I discovered the trim and the brake light housing and it got under my skin. And I was like, we gotta try and do something about that. So we are. I'm actually going to the other pick and pull location in the city, which, yeah, there's two of them and they're actually not that far apart from each other. I don't know. I don't make the rules. But before we get there, I think we're gonna be a little bad. I'm hungry, and we don't do this very often, but I think today's the day for it. Oh, buddy. Gonna get us a Big Mac.
Hi there, can I get there?
Yeah, can I get a Big Mac meal with a Diet Coke to drink?
Any apple pie for dessert, sir?
No, that's okay.
Okay, next window, please.
Thank you. Apparently they're very busy and they're not making a lot of Big Macs because I just got sent to the please wait here and we'll bring you your food. There's nobody behind me either. I don't know what the rush was, but whatever. Yeah, I know, Diet Coke. I'm that guy. That was always a joke when I was growing up. It was like, look at those idiots. They go to McDonald's, they get, I'll get a Big Mac supersized with extra cheese and 50 chicken nuggets and a large Diet Coke. We always found that ironic. Now that's me. I've got a huge sweet tooth, right? And I do, like whiskey and Coke, rum and Coke are like my go-to drink. So when I can, I would rather poison myself with aspartame than sugar. Do with that what you will. Oh, aspartame. There she is. Thank you so much. See, why didn't I just wait there? There's still nobody in the drive-thru. All right. Let's go. When did Mary Brown's update their logo? What? All right. Let's see what we can find. All right, car graveyard number 2. Nice. That's the one. That was super easy. Weather stripping. Yikes. Trim. Always a good idea at pick and pull. A couple bottles of washer fluid because this is like $1.50, $2 a bottle here, and there ain't nothing wrong with it. And way cheaper than buying it anywhere else for like $5 a bottle. Leatherman's the best tool ever. Okay, let's try the weather stripping. Yeah, I like that better. It's one full piece. I don't know what happened or, you know, what was going on here, but this is what was in there, right? 2 separate pieces. Now, they've clearly been cut, so maybe they used to be part of the same piece, but the problem is they're both supposed to have, I'm not sure if you can see that, they're both supposed to have these kind of like arched footies at the end of them. This one doesn't have it. And it just wasn't giving me like a complete seal. Maybe I was being a little bit paranoid, but I mean, I was there at the yard and this one was on the van that I got the top trim piece from, so why not? It's got both footies at the bottom and it goes all the way around. I'll just keep my eye on it. If it starts to come loose, we'll throw some silicone in there. But for now, I guess we're back on track. Do I really want to clean the rest of that roof? I don't know, guys. Let's see what happens. Wind. Let's try that again. Holy Dinah. Okay. Found a little rust spot up there that was quite ugly, so blasted it down, hit with some primer, and I'm just gonna keep doing that, put some paint on it, call that a day. I still cannot believe that this is doing what it did. Now granted, it's not rust in the traditional sense, it's stains caused from rust. But I thought for sure I'd have to go buy something new, something expensive. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I have no idea where this is gonna go, guys. I have a feeling it's gonna be paired up with some other random stuff that I've done. And if that's the case, it was probably a very eclectic video. So thank you for staying with it till the end. I do appreciate that. And until the next video, which hopefully is a little bit more cohesive, just be happy, be creative, be yourself, and most importantly, just be positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. I mean, that's what led me to Chrome's channel, right? So I had never, so like, it was funny, I was watching all of Simon's videos, right? Just watching them, binging them before I even told you about them. And then I came across that one. He's like, oh, we're going to meet up with Van City Van Life. And I was like, so you're going to Vancouver? What the hell are you talking about? I didn't realize that was a channel, right? And then he meets this fucking loud, obnoxious character. I was like, who is this guy? He can't even fit in his van, and what the hell? And then Simon's all like nervous when he's meeting him. He's like, oh, I know, that was so a celebrity. I was like, what is happening? Who is this guy?
Two celebrities in one day.
That's why I find it, yeah, Cruz. That's why I find it really weird that Simon views him obviously as an inspiration, but Simon's actually exceeded him in viewership anyway. But then that led me over, and I wanted to watch Chrome's viewpoint of that video, and then I started at the beginning of Chrome's, and I was like, actually, I watched that video, and then I jumped around a little bit, and at first I was like, fuck this guy. He's obnoxious and loud, and it's because it's in stark contrast to what you've been watching with Forrester, right?
Yeah.
Like they're nothing alike, and why would you want them to be? That would be pointless, right? So I was so used to Simon's videos that I was like, this is obnoxious. Yeah, I didn't like him off the hop. It took a few videos, and when I went back and watched his very first couple where he was like talking about, just fucking do it. If you're not happy, just do it. Yeah. It's like, well, that really speaks to me. And then he just continued on, and it's just his journey has just been so cool.